Anne Widdecombe's final farewell took place this week not in the corridors of Westminster where she spent so much of her public life, but in the quiet stillness of a Devon abbey she'd quietly returned to week after week, far from the cameras. A private requiem mass was held on Wednesday at Buckfast Abbey in Devon, the Catholic abbey where Widdecombe had long been a regular and devoted worshipper. She died on July 8 at the age of 78 after being attacked at her home in Haytor on Dartmoor. A 28-year-old man, Joshua Kerry, has since been charged with her murder. It was a shocking and violent end for a woman who had spent decades as one of British politics' most recognizable and outspoken figures, and the Abbey community made clear in the days that followed just how personally her loss was felt within their own walls. The service was led by the Right Reverend David Charlesworth, Abbot of Buckfast, who delivered the homily during the private mass. In a statement released by the Abbey ahead of the service, officials said Widdecombe would be missed and fondly remembered, adding that many within their worshipping community had known her not as the sharp-tongued political figure the public saw on television, but as a kind and warm presence in their midst. The statement went further, describing her as a woman of profound faith, one that found real expression in the public forum of politics throughout her career. It also praised her willingness to speak her convictions openly, noting she was unafraid to express her unwavering beliefs, shaped by her Roman Catholic faith, and that she carried a sharp intellect alongside a genuine dedication to public service. That description will ring true for anyone who followed Widdecombe's decades in the public eye. Born in Bath in 1947, she read Latin at the University of Birmingham before going on to study philosophy, politics, and economics at Oxford. She entered Parliament in 1987 as the Conservative MP for Maidstone, and later Maidstone and the Weald, holding the seat until 2010, and serving in ministerial roles including Prisons Minister under the Home Office. She became known for a blunt, often fearless style, famously describing a political rival as having something of the night about him, a line that followed him for years afterward. Her Catholic faith became a defining part of her public identity too, after she converted from Anglicanism during a period of disillusionment with reforms within the Church of England, a conversion she spoke about candidly throughout her later life. Widdecombe's political journey didn't stop with retirement from the Commons. She went on to serve as a member of the European Parliament for South West England after joining the Brexit Party in 2019, and eventually found a new political home with Reform UK, where she served as the party's immigration and justice spokesperson right up until her death. Even outside politics, she became a household name to an entirely different audience through her memorable run on Strictly Come Dancing, a lighter chapter that introduced her charisma and stubborn wit to viewers who'd never followed a single parliamentary debate. Buckfast Abbey confirmed that Wednesday's service was intentionally private, reserved for close family and those nearest to her, in keeping with the quiet, faith-centered life she led outside the spotlight of Westminster and television. However, the Abbey and her family have confirmed that a separate public memorial service will be held later this year, giving the wider public, colleagues, and admirers a chance to pay their respects in a larger setting once arrangements are finalized. In the meantime, the investigation into her death continues. Reports indicate that counter-terror police have also reopened a separate year-old investigation in connection with the case, though details on how that inquiry connects to her death remain limited at this stage. For now, what remains is the image offered by the Abbey itself, not the fierce debater or the reality television contestant the public knew so well, but a woman who quietly worshipped among them, whose faith shaped everything she stood for, and whose sharp mind and warm heart, in their words, will be deeply missed by the community she called her own.